Hey guys, I'm going to show you guys real quick how to hide a double joint. Show you what you need. 12-inch, 6-inch if you're beginning. I like to use my 12, only my 12, but I recommend grabbing a 6. For your little smaller meticulous stuff. It's easy to maneuver the smaller knife. Anyways, this has just been taped. The tape is dry. It's ready for its, say, first coat. We call this second coat as papers. I'm going to show you guys. You fill up your mud pad. You want your mud to roll off your knife. Not too soupy, thick enough, and not too soupy. So you see, check your joint to see how bad it is. We check them like this with our knife. You can see that there's a dip in around there where the light's coming through. So that's a bigger dip. You need to fill that up. Up here it's pretty good. There's a small dip where the joint is, like a normal flat. There you can see there's a small dip. So I'm going to treat this like a big butt joint. And all I'm going to do is I'm going to do one pass on the middle, one pass on the top, about we'll say about 6 inches over. Okay, and then a pass on the bottom, about 6 inches over. And I'm going to show you how to wipe that down. So here we go. Starting from your corner, you take a nice even scoop, nice big even scoop, pinch your corners right in the middle, flat and push, flat and push. Okay, we want to get a lot of mud in there. We're going to mold it out after. Okay, so we're putting our knife nice and flat and we're pushing. We're using strength here. The pushing gets rid of the air bubbles, fish eyes they call them. So we'll grab some more mud. We'll load in that whole joint at once, then we're wiping. Okay. Nice big even scoop top. We'll go over about 6 inches. Okay, you see how I double pass here at the front to really load it up. Okay, same thing from this side, about 6 inches up. Okay, try and keep your lines as straight as possible. It's for sanding reasons. You want to sand something nice and straight. You don't want a sand coating that's like this. Trust me. 6 inches over. Okay. Nice and straight. Okay, so now we have it loaded up. You're going to want to play with it a little bit. Still keeping your knife flat, but not pushing as hard. You're floating your mud right through as far as you can go without hitting the trim. Okay, we're going to pass it again because there's big bubbles here. Fish eyes. Want to come show them the fish eyes here? These are fish eyes. It's a little darker in here, but you can see. So we're going to pass it again and you're going to have a look after and see what it looks like. Pushing. Okay, come back, have a look. That's the second pass. Applying pressure, no more fish eyes. Okay, now we're going to feather our bottom edge. Putting pressure at the bottom end of the blade and passing the edge of our mud that we've coated about 2.5 inches. And applying enough pressure and steady pressure to avoid the jagged coating and not straight coating. Here we go, nice and straight, even pressure. Nice straight feather. Even beautiful line. We'll do the same thing to the top. Going about 2.5 inches over. Leaving a small lift-off line here. And coming back the other way, doing the same thing. Pressure towards the top. Okay. Now, time to play again in the middle. We'll come back this way. Okay. Now, this is a tricky, you gotta keep her flat, but you gotta keep a decent amount of pressure towards the bottom just to get it right. Okay? And as I'm pulling away, I'm pulling. I'm getting that as minimum as I can, this line here. This lift-off line. As minimum as I can. Okay, there's a nice lift-off line here. Even if the line is huge and ugly, okay? You take your knife once that dries, you put your flat knife here and you scrape that down to level. Now, this line is gone. You scrape it. You don't even sand it. I don't even believe in sanding it. I believe in scraping it. Sanding, you tend to take away your coat that you haven't even built up 100% yet. Top, same thing. Right up against your trim. Okay, so we're going to give it another final pass. We're going to play with that once more, even though we have these lift-off lines here. We're going to smooth it out and even one more pass. Okay? Starting on one side right to the trim. Almost flat. Boom. Smaller lift-off line. Almost flat.